Hey, hi, hello, and welcome back to the Goat Force Gaming channel where we play the roguelikes and the roguelites and hopefully add all kinds of awesome games to your backlog or your wish list or your now playing list or I don't know, whatever you're doing out there. I'll tell you what, the goal every single time is to add to it. Okay, you're gonna see some cool games here. You're gonna go, oh my gosh, my wallet aches in agony. But it's okay, because mine does too. Mine does too. So you're not alone. You're not alone. And there's many more like you out there. If you like rogues, I am so glad that you're here with us. That is what we play exclusively every time on the channel. And you know what? I'm going to go out on a limb. I'm going to say we play some pretty good ones from time to time. Okay? So, that's what we're going to do again today. This is a game called Rift Loopers. And I want to thank the dev for allowing me and you an opportunity to take a look at it today. This game is nearing the end of its early access phase, and they're going to be heading into full release 1.0 in about a month's time. They don't have a specific date yet, but they're getting close. They know they're getting close at this point.
Reloading.
So, we're going to have some runs in Rift Loopers. And we're going to have a good time doing it. And I'll talk a little bit about the game, give you a feel for it. Maybe you want to check this one out. Maybe you want to toss it in the wish list or the backlog. I don't know. Ooh, this guy's a juicy one. I think he's going to drop something. Hey, there we go. Let's grab that. Nice little chest here. Weapon damage bonus. Perfect. That's what I was hoping for. And a level up. Let's go with the reload speed bonus. That'll help. So what we have here is a little bit of a twin stick shooter, a little bit of a more active bulletheaven, I'd argue. We've got the timer. We're trying to survive. We're getting more and more powerful over time. And then we've got some challenges that pop up along the way. Like right now we're trying to secure the intel by staying inside this ring for a certain amount of time. Our experience actually goes up just by killing the dudes. Call mines that explode when enemies approach. That actually sounds pretty decent. Let's go ahead and take that as a new power. Oh, nice. Okay, I like the way these look. All right, perfect.
Fresh mag.
So I mentioned that our experience level is going up by kill, and then these purple crystals, we're taking those and we're using them for the meta progression that's on offer in the hub area, and we'll take a look at that before we go into our next run. I know you're like, what do you mean next run? This run's never going to end. Well, and I appreciate that. I appreciate the confidence and the support, but it will end. The game does amp up in difficulty over time, so let's see if we can maybe knock out this next challenge. Keep heading towards this closer one. We have to destroy this, sounds like. Perfect. Got one more off in the distance. Let's go health recovery bonus. So if you are new here, I really appreciate you being here with us. If you're not new here, I really appreciate you being here with us. The support lately has just been It's just been phenomenal. I really appreciate being able to do this every day. I look forward to it every day. Love hanging out on this community that we have built up. And it just continues to grow. I'm excited to tell you that for the month of March, the channel actually earned $19.38 US, and that was from you all coming together and watching videos and watching some advertisements. I know, advertisements, they are a thing. I'm out. They are a thing, but I appreciate it because it allows us to give away video games to this community. And so we're going to be able to do even more giveaways in April. I might even put a poll out there to see what games folks are interested in so that we can line up some cool giveaways for you all. I also want to shout out someone specifically. Okay, let's go ahead and get the shield. Perfect. I want to shout out Gypsy Carnage. Gypsy Carnage decided to become a channel member at the Bleat Boxer level and support the channel, and really, really appreciate it. Again, that just goes toward the overall monthly revenue that we're going to use to do even more giveaways. So really appreciate it. There's never any obligation whatsoever to become a member. If you are interested, you can simply click the join button on the video and learn more, or I've included the link in the video description and you can check it out there as well to learn more. Just know that you're going to have access to some coffee-themed badges, and everybody else calls them emojis and emoticons. I have taken to calling them egoticons because I think that's more fun. So that's what we're going with. We are leveling up quite often. I'm happy about this. We're going to have a little bit of coffee, not coffee chat today. And we're going to talk a little bit about a trip that I went on with the family recently. We had a lot of fun, and well, we ate a lot of beef, to the shock and awe of many of you right now, but not really. If you've hung out here before, you know about the beef obsession. All right, let's go ahead and throw that shield on. Fire an arc of energy that stuns enemies. The pulsar. All right, let's go with that. We'll put that right on the middle mouse button. Ooh, pulsar's cool looking. These enemies are not holding back. We gotta go back up there and see if we can destroy this last spore launcher. For it, we'll get extra purplies. So if you've got something good in your cup, cheers to you. I hope you do have something good in your cup. Today, I am drinking some cacao. I've talked about this in the past. It's coffee adjacent. It's actually cocoa, and it is a larger grind that they do. I had to take another sip there. Let's go with the larger explosion radius. All right, we've almost got that thing. Oh no! Okay, that's all right. That's all right. Hey, we lasted a good long time. Some of my initial runs were, 3-4 minutes. It is a harder game. We brought back a decent number of crystals as well. So let's take a look here at the enhancement options. We've got 684. I've been wanting to power up the weapon damage a little bit more, so I think we're going to do that. But let's select a different map and see what all else is on offer, shall we? So this is a cocoa drink, and you make it in a French press. At least that's what they recommend. And it is creamy and chocolatey. It's kind of subtle. I'm actually drinking the Highland Grog variant of this, and it has just a very delicate caramel taste on the back end of the sip. It's really, really nice. My wife actually got me a few bags of this cacao drink for, well, because she's awesome. That's why. That's why. It was a nice little surprise. But this is called Cryo Brew, CRIOBRU. And you can actually pick it up on Amazon if it would interest you. You can make it in a coffee maker as well, but you've got to go with a slower brew so that this can steep for a while. So sometimes there's a bold setting on the coffee maker. That's what you'd be looking for. All right, let's put the frost option on that button. I like the look of that. I think this would be fun with multiplayer. All right, let's go ahead and buff the grenade again, I think. Well, that was a bit of a waste, wasn't it? All right. Nova radius up by 20%. That's pretty great. Let's go extended magazines. Now we've buffed our reload a little bit here. But it could be better. Have you rented a VRBO? Have you ever done the VRBO thing? The old Verbos of the world? We have over the years, and for Christmas, we rented a VRBO, and the time just flew by so fast. You know, we ended up doing this earlier in the week. And this house that we stayed in was just amazing. Had a pool and a spa and a sauna that actually got decently hot. You know, my dad's a big fan of the sauna, and I was impressed. You know, sometimes those home saunas, they're touch and go. All right, collect 5 bio samples is our current challenge. Let's start to angle up towards this one. It was also a standard sauna, not that infrared where they kind of cook you from the inside. I'm a fan of the standard heat rock approach. I don't know about you. Let's go extended magazines again. That definitely slowed that guy down a little bit, I think. The house was also kind of built into a little bit of a pond. And the cool thing was that this house had so many glass windows and opportunities to look outside while you were lounging in the pool and the spa. It was just tremendous. You know, I'm a big fan of nature. Cheers to you. There's that caramel taste. Damages nearby enemies with each pulse. Yeah, why don't we do that? That sounds okay. Pop that off too at the same time. Okay, we'll let those recharge. Blaster grenade, and we'll start heading towards these pickups. So we spent a lot of time going from the pool to the hot tub to the sauna. Gun run, laser, health bonus. Why don't we go health bonus this time? Holy moly. We're getting right surrounded here. What is that? Double damage power found. Cool. There's another bio sample collected. Alert, incoming spores. Oh, well, what could go wrong? Go ahead and fire off the pulse as well. Weapon damage bonus. Level 2. Base damage doubled. Yes. Think about that for a moment. And, you know, because I was at least under the impression that, you know, hey, getting a good workout here. Feeling good about this. So I think we should eat some beef, like a lot of beef, like a tremendous amount of beef, and so we did. We ate a lot of beef. For Christmas, I was given some packs of Omaha steaks, and if you're not in the States, Omaha Steaks is, you know, well known for distributing some high quality beef. Burgers, filet mignon, they even do meatballs and hot dogs and just all kinds of good stuff, right? And so I said, hey, you know what? There's nothing like some beef amongst friends, right? Not those bad beefs that you can get into. The good beef, the grease beef. And so we had bacon-wrapped filet mignons the one night. And then to make it even more ridiculous, and I truly do mean ridiculous. This was totally ridiculous. Every October, and some of you may have heard me talk about this in the past, we do a pumpkin carving party for Halloween. And my wife, every year, makes the Paula Deen bacon cheeseburger meatloaf recipe. Okay? Now, this last October, she went hog wild and made, I think, 3 meatloafs. I think when all was said and done, we had like 5 pounds of hot, greasy loaf action. Well, some folks didn't show up, and so we had a loaf that had completely gone untouched. So I did what any intelligent person would do. I took it over the food saver, I put it in a bag, and I saved it, knowing that at some point I would be an absolute hero to all of mankind. So my brother-in-law, who is a enjoyer of fine meats, he pulls up. We got there first to the house, and he pulls up, and he's looking around and just taking it all in, and he goes, "Goat, you know what? This place is ridiculous. I'm so glad that you found this place." I said, "Hey, buddy, you know what's even more ridiculous? Look at this. Come with me to the freezer. You should have seen the look on this SOB's face. You would have thought he was 5 years old and it was Christmas morning. He was so excited to see bacon cheeseburger meatloaf." And so I told you, now look, I told you. It was ridiculous, this meal that we did. We did the steaks, and then we put the meatloaf in an air fryer. And when I say that it brought it back to life, it was just unbelievable how crispy and good this thing came out. So we ate like complete animals on this trip, and I'll tell you what, I'm still feeling a little bit greasy right now. Okay? In the best way. In the best way. Not that bad grease. Never the bad grease. We just got greased right now. But you know what? We lasted a good amount of time, and we brought back a decent amount of purples. So I feel good about that. Hey, you know what? Let's do one more run. Let's do one more. I'm feeling good here. Let's select an enhancement. I do want to go with the weapon damage bonus. Let's close that. So we're already coming in with some additional weapon damage. And then I want to show you the different options here as well. And you've got different classes that you can work towards. And then we've got, oh wow, an android. Combat drone that can lay domes of energy to help allies and harm enemies. Interesting. Yeah, this would be interesting to try with multiplayer. And then we've got a burst rifle here. Can't afford it right now, but that's okay. That's okay. Let's go with a different map. This soulless suburbs sounded interesting. Let's give that a try, shall we? What was interesting about this house was all of the windows. Now, I mentioned that they were everywhere, but they were also coming in the form of skylights. And that was really neat. You know, I live in a home that doesn't have skylights. When we were in the process of going to bed, and we're realizing that there's no way to drape the skylights. You know, the moonlight just kind of comes in and, you know, kind of lights the room up a little bit. And that might bother some folks. I don't know that my wife was extremely happy about that whole deal. But I really liked it, and so I said to my wife, you know, hey, if you want, when we get back home, you know, I can go downstairs to where we keep the tools, and, you know, maybe I grab the chisel, maybe I grab the hammer, maybe I grab the saw, oh, maybe I get up on the ladder and I see what I can see. Maybe I put in some skylights in the bedroom. She said, Goat, you're not allowed to touch any of those tools. What are you talking about right now? And then I reminded myself that, you know, she's right. I'm not allowed to touch the tools. That's a legit thing. I do not touch the tools. I'm more of a, hey, just show me where to hold. While she does the tooling. And we have that agreement in the house. Okay, so movement speed increases by 2%. Are we getting both of these? Well, I'll pick the level 3 one because of course I will. All right, perfect. Weapon damage bonus. I am leaning towards that or health recovery. Let's do health recovery. Okay. All right, we've got to look at destroying some spores here. I kind of wanted to investigate the house, but it seemed to be getting a little bit crowded in there. I think that's also where the multiplayer aspect would come into play. Help with the horde overall. All right, one down. Let's go towards these two others. The speed is certainly helping this time. All right. Whoa, whoa, those guys kind of came out of nowhere. Okay. Base damage up by 10, Nova radius up by 20%. Let's do that. Hopefully nab a few more of them. That does make a huge difference on their speed, doesn't it? In addition to our faster movement, two of those work together really well. So that's the update. I'm not going to be allowed to put in skylights, if you can believe that. Now, maybe if enough of you comment and say, hey, why can't the goat have some damn skylights? And then I can show my wife and say, hey, look at all these people trying to support this. This must be a good thing. This must be something that you should allow me to do. Right? Hey, if you're with me, you know, let's voice support here, okay? And together, we can do this. Together, we can make this happen. Just like these giveaways. Look at what we've done so far. We have come together to give away, I don't know, we're close to like 20 giveaways for the year. Isn't that exciting? All because of all of you. All right, reload speed increases by 10%. Yeah, let's get some reload speed increase. And let's see if we can take out this last launcher. All right. I really appreciate that you don't have to go back and pick up the drops for experience. I'm trying to take this guy out so that we can get the chest. All right, there we go. Perfect. Let's go. Oh, nice. Let's go max ammo. All right. Frost Nova, base damage doubled. Love it. Let's go ahead and fire that off right now while we're trying to finish off this launcher. There we go. Plus 250 crystals. But of course, we're going to get a bonus on that because we've got the 10% adjustment, which is great. All right, collect 5 bio samples. So I guess what I'm seeing here is that the challenges repeat. Now, I can't tell you how long we have to survive. I'm not sure what the ultimate goal is, but it does seem like some of these challenges repeat. And things get crazier and crazier as time goes on. Which, you know, we're used to that in these types of games. All right, perfect. So we got one. Maybe we can pick up another chest here, if possible. Oh boy, okay. That horde gets thick fast. I'm out. Oh, I hope this goes through. Don't really want to get stuck in there. That worked out well. Armor power-up found. Beautiful. Why don't we go grenade base damage up? Big guy is still alive and kicking. And we're gonna want to angle this way to go grab another sample, hopefully, if we can stay alive. Wonderful. Okay. I know, I angled right by it because I didn't want to get hit by those guys. Movement speed increases by 2%. That actually sounds okay. Let's do that. Oof. Okay. Perfect, that worked out. That worked out. The reloads are happening pretty fast now. I will say, though, that these enemies are feeling definitely chunkier in terms of their durability. So a good time to think about DPS, and I guess that could come in the form of the grenade touching a few more enemies along the way, right? Boy, I'm surprised that big guy is still up. We've been pumping some lead into him. Let's see if we can go get this last sample over here. Coming up at that 7-minute mark. Okay, wonderful. What do we got here? A decent amount of health, too. That's our red ring here. You're like, yeah, I know, goat. We're like 20 plus minutes into the video, goat. All right, we'll go grenade. And where's our last sample at? Ah. Took me a moment to spot it on the screen. So as far as I know, this we've got 2 boss insects now. Just gonna get a little bit closer to. Ooh, let's not get too close. Base damage up by 10, radius up by 10. That seems like a good thing to do. Well, we'll go grab the sample so that we can at least complete that, and that way, if the horde gets too thick, in theory, we'll be able to knock this out and at least have the purpley purples award. And we're gonna hopefully get through here. Perfect. Now, it sounds like this is going to be $4.99 US upon release. Sometime in the next month, let's say. I'm going to take a quick sip here. Cheers to you. Okay. Do we go health recovery? Let's do it. Horde's getting angry. Oh, it's the Gigalocertus sighting. Oh boy. Oh no. Oh, really wanted to show off the Gigalocertus this time. Maybe we'll do it next time if there's enough interest in this game. Always happy to show off games that people ask to see more of. Always feel free to do that in the comments. Let's see what we want to maybe do for next time here. I'm kind of thinking about the enhancements first off, as opposed to the weapons and the classes. Always been a fan of the passive buffs. I don't know. I thought the speed made a huge difference. This does, of course, as well as this. So this is going to increase it another 15%. I mean, that's pretty attractive too. All right, we're going to go with the weapon damage bonus. And this is where I'm going to bid you adieu. I think we had a fun one here. Let me know what you think of this one in the comments, folks. This is a game called Rift Loopers. And again, they're in the final stage of early access. And they have reached out to the GOAT to give us an early look. We always appreciate that. And this is going to be $4.99 US upon release when they hit that phase. I'll include a link to it in the video description in case you want to take a look into this one. And I'll tell you what, we will do this again sometime soon where we'll get together on the Goat Force Gaming channel and play a roguelike or a roguelite because, well, that's what we do every stinking time. And you know what else? We're going to give away a video game at least once a week because all of you are awesome in supporting the channel. And I very, very much appreciate that. I love doing giveaways. It is amazing doing nice things for folks out here in this community that you are a gigantic part of. So thanks for allowing me to do this, and we'll see you again soon. You take care out there. Be well.